Welcome to this week's OK at Work with myself, Sarah Sawyer, and my colleague, Russell Berger from the Offit Kurman Labor and Employment Group. And this week, we're doing a special Thanksgiving holiday version of OK at Work. I know a lot of times on this show, we talk a lot about problems that employers are facing, different things to watch out for. So I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach this year and this episode with Thanksgiving just a day away here, a couple days away from us recording, and talk about what employers can be thankful for this year. I know obviously one of the big ones is most businesses are reopened at this point. We've got a little bit of a different holiday season this year. Still, COVID's not completely gone as we all wish it was, but definitely some different things to be considering. And the employment world is looking a lot different these days. What do you think business owners should be thankful for, Russell?
Yeah, well, certainly, the fact that, even though we've had a pandemic, and I know not all businesses have made it through the pandemic, but by and large, like the economy is doing much better than anyone would have expected. So we're still chugging along. I think that's probably at the top of the list. If I'm going to be a little pandemic employment specific, I think remote work has been, something we should all be generally appreciative of. Obviously, as you and I both being people that are still working remotely and are going to largely be remote based forever. It's just made life a lot easier. And frankly, you look at the pandemic from 100 years ago, and a lot more people died because a lot more people had to go to work in person. And we've been able to stay home and stay safe. And again, I know there's plenty of businesses where people couldn't do that. But for those that could, it's been a really awesome thing to be able to work remotely.
Yeah, and in kind of the same vein, there's the law has done a lot in the last year and a half or so, very quickly. I know in a lot of episodes that we talked about how quickly things were changing, and sometimes that felt like a negative thing because we're all trying to scramble to stay on top of it. But it's been really interesting to see kind of the adaptability of both businesses, and then also just kind of how quickly, courts and different areas of the law have have adjusted, how quickly laws came out to try to address things with the pandemic, which again was a lot to stay on top of. But we really made leaps and bounds. I mean, the remote work is a really prime example of just how, I think remote court would not have happened for decades, I'm pretty sure. I mean, courts don't want to change unless they have to. So.
Yeah, well, and you think about it, like you go to court, for us coming from the greater Baltimore area, to go to court in DC for a 20-minute status conference hearing, and you got to take a train in, you got to deal with DC traffic, whatever it is. And instead, 10 minutes before your hearing time or your status conference, you log in and you're in, you're out in a half hour. Certainly saves on our time and certainly makes clients, has a benefit for clients as well.
Yeah, I think it's been, there's been ways that the remoteness of everything has brought people together and ways that it's pulled us apart a little bit, but hoping that everyone has a great Thanksgiving and is able to find ways to be together, whether it's, as we are here remotely or, in person safely with each other. So hopefully we'll continue on that path and good things to come as we head into the new year.
Yeah, well, I'm certainly thankful for Teams and our IT department for being on top of it, and so that we could continue to record or could record in the first place, OK at Work, and make this possible. And I'd also add, and I know I speak for you too, Sarah, when I say this. I'm very appreciative of our marketing staff, particularly Lauren Jordan, who helps us publish this every week and gets it out there. We wouldn't be able to do it without her as well. So certainly very appreciative on that front.
Yeah, I definitely echo those sentiments, and it's been great to be able to connect with clients, remotely and through these different mediums. So very grateful for all those things, and looking forward to our next couple of episodes having to do with the holidays and heading into the next year.
Me too. Thanks, Sarah.